So continuing on with our level changes, we've talked about squatting, we've talked about hip hinging, and now I'm going to give you a little progression for what we call a split squat. So this is a little more challenging, and some of you may not be able to do it yet, but I'm going to show you at least an entry-level assisted split squat. Now, sometimes there's some confusion in the fitness industry when we say, well, that's a lunge. Well, in a strict sense, I think most fitness people, professionals, would say that a lunge is actually where you're stepping forward, coming down, and coming back. So it's a movement pattern. You're moving your whole body and lowering your level. What I want to show you is before you can do that pattern, that movement, we want to learn how to control our body in a more static and a supported position. So what we're going to do in this case is we're going to come down to the floor and we're going to try to get our thigh vertical and our shin vertical. So what we like to call this is a 90-90 position. So it should be pretty close to 90 here, 90 here. So we don't want to be like this, and we don't want to be way out here, right into 90. And then our support, I'm using a dowel in this case, it's going to be roughly out about where my heel is, corresponding to this heel and back. And if you need more assistance, you can put this hand on your thigh to get you up. So I want to start in a tall kneeling position. I don't want to start hunched over. We want to learn to come straight up. So with this hand on this thigh, this hand here for stability and a little bit of assist, you just push up. And then you can lower back down. Touch the knee, come back up, go back down. Okay, let's look at that from the other side. So again, 90-90 position. Get the right leg here. It should be about 90 there. Tall kneeling. This hand's on my hip or on the thigh if we need a little assistance. The dowel is out away from the heel. Tall kneeling, and up we go. And back down. So when you come down, try not to do this. Make sure you're bending both knees simultaneously. That's a lot harder. And one other benefit of that position, even just staying in this position and getting tall, tipping your pelvis up a little bit, you get a tremendous stretch in your hip flexor. And this is a little bit, this is extra credit for you. So the hip flexors, we sit a lot in our culture. And these hip flexors, the muscles that help us pull this leg up, get very tight. So when we go to do a movement like that, it really pulls on the hip flexor, which is attached to our lumbar spine. And if that's tight, it's the genesis for a lot of low back problems. So that's just a little tidbit extra. So thank you for watching.